Oh, hi there. It's Monday and the start of a new week. Welcome to the channel. Hope your Valentine's Day weekend was good. Mine was great, and I am ready for some shogi. Haven't played since Friday. Friday was a really nice stream. It's a rare stream where I go 5 wins and no losses, and then we watched some great games and chatted a bunch, so it was good. Hopefully we can have another good week. Reminder to anyone who doesn't know already, there is a tournament coming up this Thursday, and I will paste the link in the chat. It is, I should have had this ready. It is on 81 Dojo. It is going to be streamed on Thursday during my usual time. There will be prizes, small prizes, if you live in a country that my merch shop will ship to, and the cost is, to me, to ship it is under or $25 and under. I will ship out a Shogi Dad mug if you win. The second and third place prizes are 1,081 Dojo D miles. Nothing major, just some fun. And that is really it. Check it out if you haven't. Please consider playing. And it'll be commentated. Well, like I said, it'll be streamed. And it's going to be commentated by Malaysian ISF representative Benjamin Shuat, who everyone knows from the Shogi in the West podcast. Can't remember off the top of my head what number that episode is, but it's one of the most popular, if not the most popular, interview on the podcast. So he's a great player. I'm sure it's going to be really fun. So check it out. That said, it's time for some shogi. I am very cold. I am moving in slow motion. My brain and my body are moving in slow motion. I'm just so cold. I've got the heat on. I sound like a broken record complaining about this cold, but it's cold. It's rainy. So far, all that, it's been really rainy. That leak that we've had fixed a few times, been worked on a few times. It seems like it's holding, but the paint is starting to get a little... I don't know if it's the moisture in the air or what, but we'll see. We'll see. That's it. Let me make sure my scene is set. It is, and we are on 10 minutes. And no time like the present. Let's start the games. I've got... whatever or whoever I think is set as the skill setting. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So, nothing in particular. It's not a bit strong, it's not a bit weak, it's just whoever. Got my Ito and green tea. That up. I don't know about this. Secure Maki game. Gotta play fast. Boy. Okay. Trying to stay. Ooh. Coward Castle. All right. All right. Let's try. So this might have been a good reason to move that silver first, so that I wouldn't have moved the bishop. I expect this pawn is coming, this pawn push is coming. Okay. Let's come over here, let's give him a chance to make Yagura. There we go. I'm up a minute on the clock, which is appreciated. He's got a big weakness here. A big threat, I think. A very big threat is this bishop drop on, what am I? I'm Gote, so it's on 4-4. Hey Ghost One, nice to see you. You're the first today. Greetings. Yeah, it is raining heavily out here, very heavily. I am nervous about our window. Should I drop a lance? He's got no pawn. Drop a silver. Drop a silver here. Drop a silver here. It feels heavy. That feels awfully heavy. Feels very heavy. Wow. I drop the pawn, he drops the silver. I have three pieces defending this square. He's got 2 attackers. I'm up a minute on the clock. This pawn push is going to be good. His knight jump is going to be good as well, though. But then I can drop. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so if he jumps the knight, I push the pawn. And he drops a silver. I take, drops. Yeah, I still have too many pieces guarding. Oh, interesting. He's got a lot. Well, he's got a lot of stuff to drop. Like, he can drop a bishop. He can then drop a silver. Let's do this. Can also push. See, if he takes, I take, he takes, I take the silver. He drops a pawn, I come up. Wow. What if I push here, gold takes,
7分
silver takes, rook takes. Gold drop? No. Should I drop a lance back here? Play defense. We've got a great position, I think. Ah, okay. Hey, Killer Ducky. Yes. Yes. Let's see here. I can drop the gold here. I can also take the horseback. Got defense. You know, my king is somewhat walled in. He takes, I take. He's got a lot of pieces. That said, giving me a rook, I think, would be terrible. I am up on the clock. Hey, Benjamin Shuett, and only great players in the SitW 10-second Thursday tournament. Yeah, everyone is great. Everyone is great. Should I take the knight? Do I have any mate? I don't think so. He can drop a bishop here. He can drop a bishop here, which would be Sumero. Then I get my gold back. No, it wouldn't be Sumero. It wouldn't be Sumero, but he drops a pawn, I take this knight. But this is going to be interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You know, how do I block this? I really need to block this square here. So I take the knight. He takes the silver. Ah! I got cheesed. Well done. Well done.
いやー、
Yep.
お相手も
I
強
got
かった。
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That's my shogi. That is my shogi. That's my show. That is Shogi Dad's. That's a Shogi Dad special right there. Okay, so I take as I did not. He drops. I take. Oh, I just dropped the gold back. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I don't need to threaten. I don't need to threaten. Or wait a minute. No, 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 no. No, so, but... No, 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 no. So what if he takes? What if he takes here? What if he takes? I don't think I can take back, because if I take back... Oh, yes, I can, because I'm still defending this square. All right. All right, whatever. Whatever.
Loss. Current streak is 1 loss.
あなたが後手です。
Gonna be one of those days.
対
One of
局
those
開始。
days. よろしくお願いします。
嬉しの流。
One of those days. It's just, gosh, it's so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. Play a perfect game, and then just give it up. Miss one sort of threat. So frustrating. God, it's so frustrating. I don't even know what I'm not even playing right now. I'm not even playing. I'm just mindless. I'm just mindless right now. But that's the thing, like, you know, it's compared to like a fighting game. You know, in a fighting game, let's say you've got the win, you mess up, and you get like mega comboed and then just mega mashed and you lose. And it's like, oh, that stinks. Play again. And you get in another game and you're in it. Now it's going to be, you know, it's another 20 minutes until I'm going to be in a completely winning position, and then I've got my chance again. It's, I mean, it's, at least they're, you know, the 10-minute games are somewhat fast, but gosh, it's so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. I was up on the clock. I'm up on the game. I just need to avoid getting flailed. That was like all I needed. All I needed. Just avoid getting flailed. Interesting. Can I? Let's do this. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, I think he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't have a pawn. So that's the only, that's the saving grace of this play here. Wait, what? Where'd that pawn come from? Oh, he took it. He can't attack with the knight, because I come up, I'm threatening this.
叩きの歩
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
,7 分
Go. Interesting. You got the flu? I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're feeling better as time goes on here. Ah, so desu ne. He's got a pawn. He does not have a pawn, but he will if he takes this. Wow. Interesting. This pawn means he cannot come up here. Wow. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that. That's not good because he can just avoid. He can avoid it. He can bring his gold up. Okay. Should I take it? No. Nice.
5分
Interesting. Drop a pawn. You can't drop a pawn. Nice. Nice. He comes up. If he drops a silver, I promote. Wow. Huh. That doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Can I threaten anything here? No, I can't do that. I can't because I don't have a pawn. Giving up this gold. Think I can run. He takes, I can't give back the gold because he'll have a gold on head, and then I run, he drops the rook, which would be mate, or he just promotes there. Okay, interesting. 320. What can I do? How can I defend this? Let's do this. Let's defend it like that. If he pushes, I take this silver. I take.
$2 分30秒
Oh, it's mate. It's
失敗
mate.
は成功のもとです
the bishop. All right, one more game. One more game. I'm not feeling it today.
Loss.
I'm not feeling it today.
Current streak is 2
Not having
losses.
fun. 10-second games. That first game
Anata
just took it all out of me.
対局開始
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. That first game took absolutely all the fun out of the game for me. I just can't. I can't keep losing like this. I can't keep losing. Hey, Arnold. I can't keep losing like this. I think I will be done. I think I will just be. I can't keep playing like this. Talked about it a couple weeks ago. No, I'm never. Go is not the game for me. Can't believe I both of those games. I can't believe, but the first game, I mean the first game, I know I was just. The frustrating thing is that I tried to play defensive. I tried to play solid. It's like, I knew I was winning, and I tried to play to take away all their threats, and I think I took away most of them. But I left one flail. I left one flail attempt, and I missed it, and he got it. Oh, I thought he moved. I didn't think he moved. He's moving so fast that he moved so fast that I wasted a minute and a half. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's playing so fast. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. A rook drop here is good-ish.
$7
Do I drop the knight? No. I'll jump the knight.
Win.
Hey, Fortune.
Current streak is 1 win.
So I get to resign. You know, I probably would have thrown that game. If my opponent resigns, I win. If he doesn't resign, I won't win. Never resign against me. Never resign against me.
あなたが先手です。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 3 Dan
対局
with the
開始。
Satomi avatar.
嬉野流
I Getting Gangi, yeah. No, not necessarily. What are we getting? There's where it is. All right, as expected. That's a nice pawn push. Yeah. Maybe I should have pushed that pawn first. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna play it a different way than I usually play it. I'm gonna play it a different way. Oh, okay. Yeah, very defensive player. All right, so I won't play it the way I've been playing it. What I was planning. Let's get this. I don't know if you're watching, Benjamin Shuett. You lame Mukai Bisha players. You lame Mukai Bisha players. I need to find a way to Sinichite in this position. That's what I would love. I would love a Sinichite. I would love sort of almost forced. I would love to be able to force a draw against these types of players. He's gonna push that pawn, and then I push this. Yeah, let's get this up. Oh. Huh. Did not think about that. I'm in bad shape. I'm in bad shape, I think. Boy. Yeah, I am in bad shape. I'm gonna drop a pawn. But I'm gonna get my silver over here, I suppose. Oh no. Oh, son of a gun. Oh. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Well, it's fine. I can drop a pawn if he goes to 5-5. I am really, really, really cold. Okay. You're taking a sick day today? I think I'm feeling a sick day. So you're sick, Flying Parrots is sick. We're all sick. We're all sick in the head. We're all sick. Canadian holiday today, though. Wow. What day is it? What holiday is this? Darn. Darn. How can I... Boy. Drop a silver? Ooh, 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 ooh.
$7 分
Come up here. I force us in each day? No. Family Day. It's that's literally the holiday. It's called Family Day. I've never heard of that. Wow. I think his silver drop is good. Or if I come up. Ah, interesting. I think we gotta do this. I think we gotta do this. No, because I had a silver. I have a knight. So if he Waryuchi no Gins, what am I looking to do? If and when he Waryuchi no Gins, what am I gonna do? Drop the knight? Knight. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Wow.
Haragin.
Haragin. So dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm hitting this. I'm also threatening this. I think he should just take this silver. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at Shogi. He's got a huge threat by dropping the rook. So
底歩
Gohu. Let's resign. Let's resign.
激戦お疲れ様でした。
All right.
Loss.
All right.
Current streak is 1 loss.
All right. Let's try again. Let's try again. One more game. One more game at least.
あなたが後手です。
よろしくお願いします。
対局開始。
The first game took all the wind out of my sails. It just took all the excitement, all the joy, all the fun, and it just tossed it. It just tossed it in the garbage. I don't remember what to do. I don't remember what to do. I don't remember what to do in this opening. Gosh, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I don't remember what to do. That move order sometimes throws me off completely. Let's get this over. Drop the pawn. Drop the pawn? No. Drop a silver. Drop a silver. Oh, now he can come over here. Okay. Let's get this king over now. It's not enough. He doesn't have enough attackers. All right, let's do this. 8:06. He's up by 30 seconds on the clock. Should I... What is this idea? What is that idea? Let's get this pawn up. Let's get the pawn up. start attacking. He drops a... If I get my silver up, he drops silver. I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. That's still not enough. So he still has a... He can still promote. So until he does something with it, I think I can't get that silver up. So how do I sort of solidify this area? Can I, okay, interesting. All right. So that opens it up a little bit, I think. Oh, look at that. What is that about? Can I do anything here? Get the knight up? Huh. What can I do? I guess I can try to take this pawn. I can try to take this pawn and threaten up here. Oh, wow. I have 3 defenders if I redrop it here. Wow.
7分。
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, yeah. What can I do? Let's come up here. Let's get this out. Even on the clock. But now we're pushing. If I push up here, he takes. Interesting. I push, he takes, I take. Yeah. Also potentially have a knight coming in. All right. He's thinking. Okay, what is that? What's the meaning there? Come up. Takes, I take with the pawn. Do I need to get my gold up? Okay. So that's not a threat because it's not a threat because the bishop. Let's not go crazy yet. So if he runs, I come back. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, so he gets a goal. He gets a fork. He gets a fork. He gets a fork. Shoot.
$5 分
How? I even saw it and I still did it. Why did I do it? Why did I do it? Why did I do it? Wow. Ah, nice. Wow. Rook.
Victory!
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
You just tried Nakabisha? You say actually no skill? What What you're saying? Nakabisha is no skill. You missed. I was talking to you earlier when someone played Mukai Bisha. I was trying to give you a hard time. Here's speaking of Nakabisha, here's an image I made a long time ago, and let me copy this in. Let me get this image. Let me copy this image. How can I share this? How can I share this? What is this one? Darn. What was Nakabisha? JPG, PNG. All right. Well, anyway, let me save this. I'll save this. Oh, it's a WebP. Why is this WebP? It's not a WebP. I did not. Give me a second here. 1 second. GIF? No. I'm struggling to take an image, take one image, and copy that image and make a new image so I can share it. Nakabisha sickos. And it's not even gonna, this has taken so long, it's not even gonna be funny anymore. The lead up here. Gosh. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch my scene here. Nothing is easy. I'm just trying to, there we go. Okay, so we got this up. Let me switch the scene back. All right, here's the payoff. Here's the payoff. I shared it on Discord. I made this a long time ago. You know, using this old meme format. That is it. That's it. End of stream. End of stream. And there it is. But I Dream of Shogi had shared my. I Dream of Shogi did some analysis of my games, of my last 50 10-minute games on Shogi Wars, based on what the opponent played and my win rates. And I think at the time I was like 2-6 or 2-7 against Nakabisha, or 7-2 or 6-2 against Nakabisha. It was a strong one of the best that I play against is Nakabisha, or my biggest win rate. Put the OS away, that's what you are? What do you mean? What is the OS? How did you do it, Benjamin Shuett? So I've heard people say that, but you know, as someone who was a Nakabisha player, I absolutely ran into the wall. My opponents started playing Chosokogin very often and playing a slower game, jamming generals in the middle, and I was not great at dealing with that. I think one of the things is that one of the particulars there is that I was not good at swinging the rook somewhere else. I would do it, but then I wouldn't be great with it. Isn't that what's happening with Urashino? Ryu, everyone is bogeying. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So the inverse, you know, my inverse of doing well in my games was against static rook, bogeying. I was just, well, no. I guess I Dream of Shogi did break it down, and I think I was 2-2 against bogeying, but against Ibisha, I was like 2-8 or 2-9. It's like a, I don't know. It's some terrible like sub 30% win rate. I need more tea. So yeah, give me your game. I'm gonna swap out. I'm gonna get tea here. Let me get my be right back, and I'll be back. But I'm really cold. I'll be right back. Okay, back. I am back. So Benjamin Stewart, if you sent a URL, I still cannot figure out a way to get YouTube to let you give URLs. I cannot find a way to let viewers share a URL. By the way, let me test the YouTube chat just to see here. Oh, you sent me in DM. DM where? DM is YouTube chat broken? Is YouTube? It looks like YouTube chat might be broken. Let me redo. Let me refresh. Oh, gosh, I'm so cold. Discord. Okay, so let me get that. Let me check that. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this link. Discord does not make this easy. I'm just battling software today. Okay, so I'm gonna paste that, and then I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to change it into English. And then I am going to swap to my browser scene here. Hopefully this shows up. You guys like, what kind of tea do you drink when you've got the flu? I don't find it helps me that much. I think I like going for the coffee. I'm not sure why, but it seems to like clear my head a little more. Chamomile. Chamomile is too... It's just too mild for me. I mean, I drink tea, but like, I don't think... There's more variety there's tons of variety in coffee, but you need more variety in tea because none of it's good. All right. So we're here. Is this showing up? All coffee. No, badly prepared coffee is bitter. You need to find the right coffee. You need to find the right coffee. You need to find the right preparer, the right barista of your coffee. All right, so we're in this. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to bring this into 81 Dojo, or into Lee Shogi. No, we'll stick here. Hey, Yloigh. You go full medicine. Okay, ginger, turmeric. I don't know what ashwagandha is. Pepper, mushroom. Okay. All right. That sounds like a Foradun thing. That does sound like something that you would do. I'm a big ginger fan. I love ginger. So you do tea, you put ginger in. Do you do with fresh ginger? Fresh, whatever fresh means. Ground, like you've got the root. The tournament starts at 10 a.m. my time. So let me just share that link. Good to see you, Broken PH Meter. I will share this link. This will have the time. I think in UTC it's 1800 hours UTC, which is 10 a.m. my time. Let me see if anyone has. No one else has joined, and it's a 3-hour tournament. Okay, the freshly ground root. Don't forget the honey. Yeah, the honey is good. Ginger, lemon, honey. I can go with that. I'll allow that. Especially when you're sick. But I think that would be a good streamer tea as well. Because it's got enough flavor, but it's going to be easy on the throat. Though I seem to have been given conflicting recommendations as for good teas while you're streaming. Time Zombie, ShogiExplained, has said in the past, was the first to recommend to me to put honey in the tea for streaming to keep the voice sort of fresh. Don Vito's Shogi seemed to think that that's not so good, and he was recommending milk. Yeah, the candied ginger is nice as long as it's not too sweet. I'm just not a big sweet fan when it comes to drinks and teas. Singers will eat apples? What is the thinking behind that? What's the ingredient that they're trying to get to help their throat or their voice or their vocal cords? I know a lot of performers will take bananas, but my understanding there is that is simply to calm nerves. Like, the bananas are not necessarily for anything other than nerves. Where is that, Kifu? Okay, so we're here. All right, Benjamin Shuit is, what am I trying to say? Is Sente. Sente, Gokigen, Nakabisha. Your opponent played strangely. Your opponent definitely... This I don't see. I don't see this as... I didn't see this as often. I don't know if this is a good thing, but that sure seems strange. It's a 4-dan, so who am I to criticize? But this does not... This is not the kind of stuff that I used to get when I was playing Gokigen Nakabisha. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, this is already Tsumero is I think threat mate is the right word. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. The Tsumero is a non-check attack which, if ignored, will be checkmate or a checkmate in X on the next move. So you're threatening a checkmate. You're threatening a Tsume. That's my understanding of it. That's how I've been using it. I'm not sure if threatmate is the translation. Sounds like it could be. No, I am not in Los Angeles. I'm in Northern California. Los Angeles is Southern California. Los Angeles is probably between 6 and 8 hours away from me. $10 a.m. my time is around 6 p.m. I think isn't it 6 p.m. Europe time, Germany time? Isn't it? I don't remember. 8 p.m.? 6 p.m.? It looked like it was a nice time for Europe. No, I am -8. Okay, thank you, Yloigh, for confirming that. Yeah, Tsumero is threatmate, Hishi is brinkmate. And brinkmate is an unavoidable threatmate. Okay, so what do we have here? You're saying if bishop takes 6-6, bishop takes... If bishop takes 6-6, bishop takes rook 6-8, fork both. Oh, that's with this. That's with this move. Okay. This is looking good. This is looking good. Wow. I wouldn't say that this is Nakabisha. I would say that this is you being good. This is you making strong attacks. I'm curious, have you looked at have you analyzed this? Were your attacks legitimate here? Like, this seems pretty good. This seems pretty good. But to me, it also feels like the opponent might have some things. If we go back to what... My head is starting to bother me now. Like here. So if he takes, what are you doing? This? Like, if he takes, what are you doing? Like, this is not going to work. Bishop takes 6-6. Oh, okay. So bishop takes 6-6. That, like, that. This is what you were saying earlier. Takes. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. Hold on. So if you take, he takes, you come over. I'm not convinced yet. Maybe. Either way, your opponent didn't take, which makes me trust it even more. Silver 2-3. Close the escape. Yeah. When it comes to voice care, honey is a natural remedy that can soothe and protect the vocal cords. It coats and lubricates the throat, providing relief and preventing vocal problems. Milk should be avoided when using your singing voices. It increases mucus production in the back of the nose and throat. So that is exactly what I thought. That is 1000%. I should have looked it up. But Don Vito was so adamant that it was the case that I sort of trusted. Trust but verify, I guess, is the moral of the story for some of these things, especially for someone like me, where this is not like it's unique to me, but dairy does increase that sort of apologies for being gross, but that mucus production. And so for example, if I eat some ice cream, I get that sort of phlegmy throat sometimes, where I've got to just sort of clear my throat gently. Yes, Mako, nice to see you. Yes, we were talking about ginger as well. Ginger plus honey plus lemon. But does the acidity of lemon counteract some of the benefits of honey? Broken pH meter. 81 Dojo may take up to 2 days to approve your account, but you're prepared to join. Awesome. I mean, they may take up to 2 years to approve your account. You just never know with 81 Dojo. But fingers crossed, you'll be able to get in there. And future events, I think, will be outside of 81 Dojo. We'll see. We'll see how that is. They usually get back to you within a day. So like, okay, so Mako's talking about 81 Dojo. Yeah, so hopefully. Oh yeah, we have lozenges as well here. I don't know if that's is it IB or LB 1500. Like, but yeah, it's funny. Yesterday as we were driving, there were a couple. We were driving on a highway, and there were a couple billboards for lozenges. This Pine Brothers lozenge, which I think I've had before. But when I was growing up, I don't know if these are still big because I never see them anymore. But I think they were called Ludens. Is it Ludens? Ludens lozenge? Ludens, yeah. Oh, this is just an example. If you don't play mainline versus Nakabisha, you will lose. That's a good point. That's a good point. Like you do have to have your anti Nakabisha prep, or you do need to know what's going on. You do need to know what's going on. But the Nakabisha player has to be able to attack. You know, has to at least be able to just keep pressuring like you did. Like if we put me in this position here, I'm not going to be winning this game against this guy. You know, this still takes your attacking skills. You're going to plan on allocating 15 minutes a day for Shogi improvement. What are you going to do in those 15 minutes? What are you going to do in those 15 minutes? How long does it take to do mate runs? Oh, the Lee Shogi course. Nice. Nice. You say you don't think so? It's a sitting king versus Amino. That's true. That's true. It's true, but this is still tricky stuff. Yeah. I think you're slightly underestimating how good of a move that 6-3 was. Or how difficult a move that is to find for someone not at your level. All right. Let me see if we've got any new registrants. It's a Tetsuji. Well, but it may be a Tetsuji, but you still have to see it. You still have to be able to see it. What's going on here? Anything going on 81 Dojo? I mean, on Lee Shogi. Not really. Not really. No events. No, Hey, Rico, nice to see you. Yeah, so this was good. This is good. Oh, no. I don't understand how that could happen. I didn't stream this weekend. Yloigh lost the streak too. I wonder who... I wish I had visibility into the streaks. I don't think I have any visibility into that. Yeah, where's your YouTube streak? I don't think YouTube tracks streaks. Does Nightbot, though? I'm curious, does Nightbot track streaks? I'm looking at the Nightbot UI right now. It does not appear so. Nightbot, at least for YouTube, and I assume it's the same for Twitch, but I'm looking at the Nightbot that's sitting in the YouTube channel right now. And like it shows the top commands, it shows the top chatters. And so it counts the number of messages that you've got. But that seems to be about it. That seems to be about it in terms of like stats for viewers. Okay, Mako is on the 15 streak. Yloigh's only on 5. Yloigh's been slacking. Yloigh just doesn't care anymore. Yloigh, I still have the knife in the back from Yloigh not streaking. Wait, you watched Koshiro's episode fully? Any pointers on where to catch Torizashi lines? You know, Night Sparrow spent some time on it. Wait, Night Sparrow on the Shogi Harbor? That's a demon killer person, right? I'm not sure. So I will. There is a player. There's a Japanese streamer, YouTuber, who is very strong and plays a lot of Torizashi. I'm trying to find it. I've got too many shogi channels. I've got too many shogi channels that I'm subscribed to. It's hard to find them. It's hard to find like someone that I'm looking for, especially if his icon changed. It's Sub-a-Thon D. I don't know. I'm not seeing. Let's see, Sub-a-Thon. I'm not sure if this is. There it is. Okay. So this guy is a very strong. I think 6-dan, 81 Shogi Wars. He plays a lot of Torizashi, and Urashino Ryu channel, of course, plays a lot of Torizashi as well. In terms of learning like materials, Koshiro has made some studies, I believe, on Lee Shogi. I'm checking on the side here because I'm not sure if these are private. Let me look. Studies. Torizashi. Is this one public? How do I see if something is public? How do I see if something is public? I'm not sure, but let me paste this. I can't figure out if this is public or not. So I'm just going to paste it into. I'm going to paste this. Yeah, this is probably the study. So if you have access to this, there are some chapters in there about Torizashi. I'm not sure if this is like. I'm not sure if this would be useful, like as a person new to Torizashi, though. This is sort of usually the stuff that Koshiro is showing is specialized stuff for particular situations. He just knows. He knows everything. He just knows everything. You also like Sub-a-Thon-san? Yeah, he's very strong. Oh, you've met him. Do you play tournament shogi? I'm gonna copy this username to see if that's an I or an L. See if I can paste it in like a terminal. It's an L. Okay, so LB 1500. LB 1500. Twitch is making my life miserable here. Just trying to close a window. Okay, so you do. Wow. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of people being able to play in that tournament scene. Yeah, he's a really good YouTuber and obviously player. I don't watch his as much because he doesn't play Urashino Ryu. Broken pH meter, of course, please. You can share it anywhere. Share it absolutely anywhere. We got to get that. We got to get that excitement going for this Thursday. Oh, I did. I did. This message is already pinned. So how do I unpin? I'm an idiot. I have no idea what to, I have no idea how to unpin. I'm hovering it. It says this message is already pinned. I can click it, but it's not doing anything. How do I unpin? You all right, Atari? Hi, good girl. Oh, she's walking away. Now I'm in the Twitch, the Twitch bowels of Twitch. How do I now I pinned another one. Oh God. There, unpin this message. You go to the top. Okay. It wasn't showing click pin again, Google says on the original message. Yeah, that wasn't working. It was just a disabled pin. It was just disabled. Super Goyak, hello. Last night's combo of Knight of the Seven Kingdoms and Fukuma's game tired you out so much. It seems you forgot that you're no longer a teenager who could sleep for 3 hours and be okay. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Age is just a number. It's just a number. You can definitely sleep for only 3 hours. Well, I guess I was going to say, yeah, maybe you won't be okay. I'm on relatively low sleep. What the heck? I've got another. I think I've got coffee ground in my water. Yeah, I'm on a little bit low sleep for whatever. We were in a hotel for one of the nights this weekend, and I can't really sleep in hotels. And then I was exhausted last night and very comfortable, but for some reason I couldn't sleep again. So I'm pretty tired. And it's freezing here. I'm pretty tired. It's tough. It's a lot to complain about. Every time you go to the Shogi Club, you spend 24 hours awake. Yeah, I think I used when I started playing at the club a lot. I even though I never really expected to win games, and I barely, I mean, to this day, I still win such a low percentage of my games at the club, but it was often difficult for me to go to sleep. I'm just sort of jazzed up, but also thinking about moves that I messed up, thinking about moves that I missed. And, it's good because I think it's good in a way because at least I got some of those patterns ingrained in my head that I missed during the game. And, so stressing about it seems to have helped. I'm just trying to fix this camera. But I hear you. Well, you just need to create a Shogi Club. When I say the club that I go to most of the time, for a long time, it was just two of us. So it was three of us, and then it was two of them for a couple months, and then the three of us for like 6 months, and then the two of us for like a year and a half. And now it's usually 3 or 4 of us, usually 3 of us that are there. Though I have not been to the club I have missed 3 Sundays in a row, which is an all-time record for me, and it's not good. Yeah, technically I have 3 clubs. Yeah. We have the club that's 5 minutes away from me usually I think has between 6 and 12 players, but I just don't go to it for a variety of reasons. One of the major reasons is that I don't like the pieces that they use. So I'm spoiled. The San Francisco club meets every 3rd Sunday of the month. That one is difficult just because it's so far and it's so difficult to get into San Francisco and to park and things like that. But yeah. So I don't play as much in 2026, I do not play as much over the board as I did in 2024. I was playing a lot more in 2024 because I was going to at least 2 shogi clubs a week. And yeah. And I'm missing Shogi Club 24 as well. I think I'm feeling the loss of Shogi Club 24 a bit. I'm feeling that. It was a good site, and it gave me some really thoughtful games that I haven't yet been able to quite reproduce anywhere else. 81 Dojo doesn't quite do it for me. Lee Shogi definitely does not do it for me either. But I'm getting there, maybe. Yeah, Rico just posted the Shogi USA link. Yeah, this is a great resource for people in the United States. Yeah, Vancouver has a nice club. I think they only meet once a month, though. Similar to San Francisco, I think Vancouver only meets once a month. And my thinking for that is that I see them tweet like once a month photos from it. And I always live a bit vicariously through them. They've got some good players. They've got a decent turnout. I think the Silicon Valley Shogi Club is still probably the biggest shogi club in the United States in terms of like regular members. I don't know if Los Angeles even has a regular meetup, but Silicon Valley, I think, still gets between 6 and 12 people like every week, every Tuesday night. Broken PH meter. The Shogi Dad stream is your shogi club. Yeah, I think so too. It's my shogi club as well for the most part. There's a player 2239, Mister. Oh yeah, I mean Koshiro. Koshiro is it's 23. Yeah, 23. Yeah, 2339. Koshiro is amazing. Yeah, I like Los Angeles. I tried to add back in 2024 at the Sunday dinner. I tried to get a sense of how many people they have playing and how often they meet, but there was a bit of language barrier going on, it seemed like, and I couldn't quite phrase the question in a way that it was getting a response that sounded like an answer to my question, if that makes sense. So yeah, but it sounds like maybe since the since 2020 they haven't quite gotten back up to where they might have been. Although that's 2 years old now. Gosh, it's hard to believe that it's almost been 2 years since that 2024 event. Is there shogi culture on the street in Japan? Like people playing in coffee houses and whatnot? This is, I mean, LB 1500 would be able to answer that better than I would. But I was expecting that back in 2018 or whatever year I went to Japan. That's what I was expecting, and that is not at all what I found. I found nobody playing shogi. It was almost impossible for me to find any shogi equipment. This is throughout Tokyo and Kyoto. I didn't see any shogi equipment outside of like Yodobashi, the big electronic store where they had like a cheap little magnetic board. Yeah, I did not see anybody playing shogi. I did not see anybody playing Go. I didn't see any shogi equipment for sale, like any real shogi equipment for sale. And it was disappointing. I mean, I wasn't really a shogi player at that point. I just wanted to see it. Like I knew of shogi still, and I was interested, but I didn't see anybody playing. I need to take a quick bio break and refill the tea. I am my hands are just, it's so cold and just raining out today, so I think that's keeping the cold. Now my ear is starting to bother me. All right, enough of my complaints. Where is my OBS? Be right back. All right. Back. It's been 2 years since you first came across this channel. I think it's been over 2 years. You've been here since the beginning, I think. Yeah, it's been a year or 2 years and a month and a half. Yeah. You were one of the very first. In Japan, you can sometimes find shogi boards in coffee shops. Okay. So it's said that there are 4 million shogi players in the world. I thought there were thought to be 5 million in Japan. It's a lot though. There are a lot of players, and I was actually getting I was starting to feel a little, not disgruntled. Disgruntled is not the right word. I was starting to feel a little bit down about this. I was thinking about it this morning as I was making my coffee. And I was sort of in some ways equating it to Street Fighter 6, which, if anyone is unfamiliar, right now it is doing extremely well in Japan. My understanding is that 3 years into the game's life cycle, it outsold it's outselling the new Monster Hunter game, which has been one of Capcom's biggest titles. So Street Fighter 6 is doing incredibly well in Japan. Capcom seems to be very hesitant to change anything, presumably for risk of breaking it and sort of losing that. But it's gotten huge in Japan to the point where I think a number of people outside of Japan are thinking that the importance of the outside world is diminishing in Capcom's eyes. They're not paying attention to anything that's going on with the in the West. It's the same sort of discourse that we sometimes have, like when thinking about the JSA. But so someone I was listening to this morning was saying that essentially the Western player base is almost like a rounding error at this point for Street Fighter 6. So the problems such as like the esport, the broadcasting, problems like that affect the Western audience are being ignored by Capcom. And there's certainly parallels, I think, that can be made to shogi in the West. Maybe even to a larger extent, I think to a larger extent than Street Fighter 6, where there are a lot of players. There are a lot of shogi players in Japan, and there are not a lot of shogi players outside of Japan. So it almost makes sense that Japanese companies that focus on shogi would completely ignore us. I think it makes sense. Because, so if there are 4 million or 5 million players in Japan, and a company is releasing a new app, like this Kyo app, for example, this new Kyo app is going to be coming out in the spring, whatever spring means. And we have Shogi Wars right now, an existing app. And if they can target 4 or 5 million people with their app and try to grow the game, why would they try to target like 100 extra people or 200 extra people in the West, many of whom won't pay for it anyway? So it's like, even if the best case scenario, let's say every single Western player turns into a paying subscriber to Kyo, what is that, like a few $100 a month, for this company? Is that even worth it? So if you think about, like, if you want to start getting negative, if you want to start thinking nasty thoughts and just in sad thoughts, you could realize that, like, there's almost no benefit to them trying to support Western players. And it's just by the grace of God that we even get translated Shogi Wars, or translated, maybe I assume Kyo is going to be translated and available to us, but I'm not sure if that's a foregone conclusion. It might make, I think whatever happens with Kyo, I think will be very illustrative of what is going on in the Shogi world and how the Shogi world perceives the game of Shogi and the importance of the game of Shogi outside of Japan. It would not surprise me if Kyo is released and it is only in Japanese and it's not even available in our app stores. That would not surprise me. But we'll see. Cautiously optimistic. But, it would explain why literally none of the Shogi companies that I've ever tried to correspond with have responded to any of my emails or messages or support inquiries. It wouldn't make sense. Like, for that, what is the cost to them? So let's say they respond to my email, and my email asked them, one of the things I was asking for was a way to run a tournament on Shogi Wars and to be able to give out, for me to be able to buy prizes, like monthly subscriptions, things like that, for the winners of the event. And if you think about it, like, what's their best case scenario in there? What if they respond to me and they help me out? They help out, and we sort of, let's say we do some sort of collaboration. What are they going to get? 4 or 5 subs worth of per month? That's like, after costs $25 or something like that, or less. Is that worth it? Is that even worth their time to answer the email? I don't know. So it's a tough situation. Let's see. It's the Google AI thing in Europe, having 1,200 registered tournament players in Europe and a growing community. Yeah, I think some of I mean, not to be like, ooh, I think a lot of the Google AI responses are pulling it from things I'm saying. So take everything about Shogi that you ask Google and that gives a Gemini result. Take everything with a grain of salt, because I've noticed that they are using things that I am saying, or they are using some of my speculations as facts. I've noticed that a few times already, and so I would be hesitant. But anyway, that 1,200 registered tournament players, it's registered, but we've had this discussion before, and I think a lot of those players are not actually active players. Europe has a very strong chess culture, and so I think a lot of those people who may have registered for a shogi tournament, it may have been a one and done, where they're at a chess event, or where they're interested based on a friend or something like that. So they register with Visa, they play an event, and then you never hear from them again. It seemed from the Europeans I've spoken to, that seems to be like a major possibility. Whether that's true, I don't know, but I think that's a possibility. Regardless, there's still potentially hundreds. But are they playing on Shogi Wars? If we have, let's say we have, I think this would be an overevaluation. But let's say we have 1,000 active shogi players outside of, let's say we have 2,000 active shogi players outside of Japan, where active is defined as plays shogi at least once every 2 weeks, or let's say once every month. Let's really expand that active flag. And if we say that there are 2,000 of those, is that a number that is worth it to Shogi Wars to spend time on? If there are 5 million or 4 million shogi players in Japan, does it make sense to go after another 12 or 1,000 or 2,000 players outside of Japan that probably won't even be paying shogi, that probably won't pay Shogi Wars anyway? I don't know. That's a question for them. It's interesting. I don't know. But like, if you see the numbers on some of these streams, that Japanese title matches have, or some Japanese streamers, what they get, live streamers, what they get, they're getting good numbers. It's tough to take Twitch or Abema or YouTube numbers. You've got to take those numbers with a grain of salt. Like anytime you see something with 50,000 views or 50,000 concurrent viewers, or there's always a chance that this video is embedded somewhere and the numbers are ticking, or there's other nefarious things going on. You can never necessarily trust numbers. But like, some of these events, like these title events, you see easily thousands of people watching a stream. If those numbers are even close to reality, like, that is a multiple. That's a multiple of all the players that we have outside of Japan, or in the West anyway. And that's just watching like one title match. I don't know how many people were watching. How many people were watching the Fukuma thing last night? I was not, but like, how many people were watching that? 10,000, 20,000, maybe even more. Like that. I think that was a big event in Japan. So I don't know. I've been it's been a weird thing to think about, and it's sort of sad. No one, just as no one plays sumo, no one plays shogi. Is that true? Is that true? So think about it, though. Think about it. If we look at Shogi Wars, we go to Shogi Wars. Okay, let me close this. We're at Shogi Wars, and right now, this is the low point of the day. 2,000 players. At the high point of the day, there are around 8,000 players. So the high point of the day being like the Japan day, when everyone else in the world is low. So we've seen unreliable sources say that 97% of the traffic going to Shogi Wars is in Japan. Like we've seen that. We've seen sites. This is something we looked at like a year or so ago. I don't know if any of us necessarily believed those numbers, but like, these let's say 2,000 of these are from Japan. Let's say at our peak, and I think this is exaggerating. Let's say 250 of these are Western players. Does it make sense for them to put much money into us, or much time into us? Killer Ducky, you say stream of Fukuma hit 100. Am I reading that? 120,000? Okay, so that's again assuming these numbers are sort of real, and it's not like an embed in some page like a newspaper's website that everyone goes to. You got the embed of the video, and you're artificially propping up numbers. But even assuming that half of the, well, whatever. But like, if that is true, 120,000 viewers. It would make total sense that these Japanese companies would completely ignore the Western audience. Like, why would you spend time on 120 players when you could spend your resources targeting 120,000 players? So it makes sense, you know. I understand why someone would not maybe try to take a risk investing much time in Western shogi players. But like, those are mind-boggling numbers. And again, just to make that tie to Street Fighter, that the Street Fighter is talking about, the Street Fighter community is discussing these exact things these exact days. And they have a lot more players of Street Fighter in the West than we have Shogi in the West. So, you know, Street Fighter 6 is this huge phenomenon in Japan, and I think the Steam charts numbers show like, you know, 30,000+ at peak, which is like the Japan time. And it shows, I think, like it seems to be like 3 to 4x the numbers of Shogi Wars. You know, I try to equate everything that I see into terms of Shogi Wars. And so with an order of magnitude more Street Fighter 6 players in the West than Shogi players in the West, even with that, Capcom and the Japanese companies are spending less time and effort on the Western audience. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, so you got some Mahjong Soul information. Let's take a look at this. This is interesting. This will be interesting. So one thing is that we don't know revenue here. One thing is that we don't know revenue. There may be more whales in the West. And, you know, Shogi Wars has no mechanism to take advantage of whales. Neither does Street Fighter 6. Neither Street Fighter 6 nor Shogi Wars has any facility at this moment to capitalize, I'll just say, on whales. Mahjong Soul, my understanding is that Mahjong Soul can. So anyway, this is by server. What is this? So purple is Japan, blue is China, red is everything else. Yikes. So these are numbers. These are numbers. Players. So I assume these are number of players in the record. Okay. Wow. This does not, like I said, this is not by revenue, though. So for all we know, if we were going by revenue, this pink is like a quarter or a half or 3/4. Like we just don't know. So there must be a reason. There must be a reason that Mahjong Soul has so much quality, is so well done for the Western audience. My guess is that they're getting some significant money from whales. But like I said, Shogi Wars has no facility to get money from whales. So it would only be the numbers that matter. And yeah, you said that 3% this is 3%. This would sort of gel with a bit of that, those numbers we were talking about a year ago, or that I just mentioned now, where the server numbers appear to be 97% Japan. Well, that's the thing is, you say if you can get 3.5% players just by hiring some translators. I don't think it's that easy. I don't. You've got to run support. You've got to do support for these users. You've got to manage the stores like Steam, or however they're going to pay you. You've got to translate everything, which again is translators. But like, how much does one translator cost? Like, the cost of one translator might be more than Heroes or Shogi Wars would make from an entire year of Western shogi players. To keep a translator on staff. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would only do sort of contracting. I don't think it's basically free at all to do this stuff. Like, I mean, just look at how crappy Shogi Wars looks in English. Just look at how crappy 81 Dojo looks like in English. These words don't fit together. And this is just a basic site. This isn't anything sophisticated like Mahjong Soul. I think that the cost to localize an Asian language application into English is pretty. I think it is non-negligible. I mean, if my, obviously, like at a company like Apple, you have a lot of bloat and things get a little more expensive than they should. But if you care about the look and feel of your application when you're localizing, that's a lot of work. It's a shocking amount of work. And Mahjong Soul seems very well done. The little bit I've used of it, it seems very well done, very well localized. And there's nothing that I saw that I remember that's like, oh, they didn't even bother translating this. Like Shogi Wars, there's tons of stuff they don't even bother translating. Like, I mean, just go into the info page. They don't even bother trying to translate this stuff. '81 Dojo reminds you of the ye old Yahoo Games lobbies. Someone was talking about Yahoo Games the other day, and I don't know what it looked like, but we were reminiscing. Do people in English-speaking countries have a resistance to kanji? No. Well, we don't understand it. We don't. Are you talking about for shogi? Like, we don't have a resistance to kanji. We can't read this. We can't read this, and translation software still doesn't do a great job. The formatting of these pages look bad in English, and yeah. You have to remember the similar characters and piece mechanics. Oh, the different. So in terms of shogi, I think some people resist the shogi pieces, but we talk at length about the pieces. I don't believe the pieces are the major hurdle for people playing shogi in the West at all. It's for most people, they'll get used to it pretty quickly, and even if they don't, it's a gradual process, and it gets better. And I think a lot of people like it. But regardless, the situation, as far as I'm concerned, the situation is that there is no. If you want to play shogi, almost all the players are in Japan. So if you can't play with Japanese pieces, like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough unless the site gives you something. And Shogi Wars has. They've thrown a bone. They've thrown a bunch of bones. Like, I wonder, the cost for them to localize this application poorly, and to take Stripe payments and things like that. I wonder if they even make that money up. There's a setting here for the pieces. They've added this. They've added this recently with the dots. I don't know. Mr. You say, will that be random who plays who? No. So the way the tournament will work, the way the tournament works is that once the time comes up, once the event, let me switch my scene here. So once the tournament starts, you can go and wait for a game like you normally would, and you will have the option to go into a tournament room and select the tournament. It'll be like the Shogi in the West or Sit W. I'm not sure what it'll say here, but you'll be able to do this, and you'll be able to wait. And then your game is going to show up here. It's going to say, for rule, it is going to say SITW. That's the Shogi in the West. That's the tournament code that we'll be using. And so you can challenge someone, or you could wait for someone. But basically you have to challenge or accept a challenge. And the game will be played, and every player can play every other player at least, or at most, once. So as people play, this table will start filling out. A win will get you 3 points, a loss will get you 1 point. And as time goes on, more players, the more you play, the more wins and points you'll be able to get. Lee Shogi version of this event, it's possible the next version, it's possible the next event will be Lee Shogi. The thing holding me back is that I need to be able to get a second and third place prize. So 81 Dojo was mostly picked because I could at least give away D miles for second and third place. I'm giving away a coffee mug for first place, and I'm giving away D miles for second and third place. I am trying to get more. I'm trying to figure out if I can get, and I'll be talking, the podcast that's coming out this Wednesday will talk about this, but I am trying to figure out if I can gift My Navi books. I think it's called My Navi. If I can gift sort of shogi books as second and third place prizes. And it seems like I can, but I'm not 100% sure. But once that is a possibility, and we can have like the mug as first place and the book, or the mug, or whatever, up to the person who's winning. But to have, as long as I can get 3 prizes, then we'll probably go to Lee Shogi. Lee Shogi is easier to run, is certainly easier to organize and administer than 81 Dojo. But that's it. That's the plan. Broken pH meter. If you win only one game, you'll be thrilled. That's what I say every tournament I play. If I just win one game, I'll be happy. You would sponsor a tournament. That would be awesome. Danny Boy to first time. You say, yeah, hello, good to see you. Before Bobby Fischer passed, he made a video with Dvoretsky talking about. Let me switch this to here, so I'm not killing my neck. Looking to the left. I've got to get my chat big. You know, this window is so small I can't fit chat and other stuff going on, so it sort of laps off gets cut off the screen. But anyway, so I moved it over. Before Bobby Fischer passed, he made a video with Dvoretsky talking about how Fischer Random wasn't the best designed game, but was extremely simple rule practicality wise and was so similar to the old chess. He said a lot of games could have practical defects, not creative defects, but could be better than Fischer Random and freestyle chess. Do people find shogi rules more complicated than chess's en passant and castling rules? Does that deter newer players for learning? It's a good question, and I don't know the answer. I think the rules are more complicated than chess. I don't know if I don't know if it deters new players from learning though. Because it's not so out there. Like, you don't have to know all the rules to play. I think that's the key, and that especially that good teachers or people who are good at introducing new players to shogi, one of the things they do is that they don't dump the rules on people. They start slowly, and you kind of teach as you go. I do think shogi is one of those games that you can learn as you go to a certain extent. You don't need to learn all the rules. You don't need to learn impasse. This is a bit of a hot take. You don't need to learn impasse until you're Shodan. And I would argue you don't even need to learn impasse at Shodan. I don't know the rules. I don't know the impasse rules. I know I have a vague concept of the rules, the impasse rules, but I don't know them. So I don't think that would deter people personally. I think the difficulty and I'm trying to use the words that won't be confusing. I think the difficulty can deter people. I think the complexity or the complexity not of rules but of options, I think makes it a very difficult game to understand and to get into. Because I think an analogy that I might use, just having shown a number of beginners shogi and sort of seeing their response and seeing the things that they get hung up on, I think when you're playing shogi for the first times, you're just kind of hit by a lot of stuff that you don't even know what it is. It's like in a fighting game where all of a sudden, there's a punch, and now all of a sudden a fireball's coming at you. Or now all of a sudden the screen flashes. The screen flashes, the opponent turns green and just flies at you and hits you and just keeps hitting you. Like that feels a lot like what shogi is to me. Like, it seems like for beginners, where it's just like, oh my god, what even happened? Like, all of a sudden, you think you're playing, you think you're making a castle. Now the opponent's got a drop, and there's a token, and there's all this crazy stuff happening. I think that happens a lot. I don't know if that deters people, but I think it feels chaotic and very difficult, which might deter people. But I don't know. I don't have the most. I have some decent amount of experience showing to new people and trying to teach the game, but I don't have a ton of experience. I don't know. The Fischer rules were... my understanding is that Fischer actually did not invent Fischer Random, that there was prior art for that style. But regardless, he either invented it or popularized it or made slight changes or sort of independently thought of the same idea that someone else had in the past. I don't know the exact things. But like, I don't think personally Fisher Random makes the game any. Well, he doesn't say that that it makes it simpler. I think it makes it more complicated. But his goal is to make it more creative, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't thought about Fisher Random all that much lately. Well, yeah, it removes opening preparation, at least for now. I think there is some discussion that it really doesn't remove opening preparation. That if people were playing this every day, that you would still be able to sort of prepare patterns or prepare general patterns for things. And, keep in mind, it is only it's not even 1,000 openings. It's not even 1,000 opening positions. Some of them are very similar. And I think we sometimes underestimate just how good some of these players' memories are. So the thing is, like, memorization and opening prep, it's not a problem until the very highest levels. But if the highest levels are going to be able to deal with Fisher Random anyway, I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Hey, Rye. Nice to see you. But I personally, especially the more that we've seen as time has gone on, personally, I think it feels like freestyle chess, Fisher Random, Chess 960, whatever you want to call it, is not going to satisfy spectators as much as the real game will, as the regular game will. And I think a lot of players seem to also just not get so much from it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, once Magnus Carlsen stops playing it, is it just going to be dead? Like, will anyone keep playing it? You want a game with truly random rules applied? Maybe different set of rules that depend on the season? What? Wait, why? Why? Is that what American Mahjong is? Doesn't American Mahjong have a different set of rules every year or season or something like that? It sounds like maybe you want a video game also. It's not truly random, but like, these video games like League of Legends or whatnot, they get balance patches all the time, so the meta changes. Warts and all, we are stuck with shogi or chess or whatever, game. And so you better like that base game, because it's not going to be changing. The only thing that I think could change and maybe will change is, although maybe it already had its day and it didn't catch on, is the try rule. Again, to get rid of impasse. But I am an admitted impasse hater. So I could just be talking nonsense. Just checking to see if anyone else is in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Interesting conversation today. Let me close Benjamin Schuett's Kifu. This is fascinating. This really is fascinating. I would love to see the revenue, though. I wish there was a way to see revenue by country for Mahjong Seoul. I'm going to search for it. I'm going to search just to see if they have ever released anything. Mahjong Seoul revenue by region. I don't know. Let's see. Page not found. Missing a feature. Visit feedback. They probably wouldn't publish this, but you never know. So this is the thing. You never. Sometimes companies do publish that kind of stuff. Let's see about Sensor Tower. Sensor. Mahjong Soul only has 548 active players. Shogi Wars gets more active players than Mahjong Soul. Is this true? This can't be right. This can't be right. Maybe they're using Steam charts. They must be using Steam charts, which is probably not their major platform. Oh, there are multiple platforms to launch it. Okay, yeah. I don't trust these numbers. Broken PHU saying, nah, board game. And because it would almost always be fresh, given the large intervals between rule sets. On the same date, it could be played differently depending on the hemisphere, but still. But why? Why would that? I mean, why is sometimes a silly question to ask, because everyone has their own preferences, or everyone has a different idea of what makes fun for them. But why do you think that would be fun? I think that would, personally, I think that would be annoying. One of the things I love about shogi and chess and backgammon is that these games have been around for hundreds to thousands of years. And so it's a lifetime game. It is a game you learn, and then you spend the rest of your life trying to master. I love that aspect of it. Personally. So that's one of the things why I like it. But I also do like, for example, I've talked about fighting games where the meta does change. Things do change. You do get patches. You do get new versions of the game. You do get new mechanics. I like that too. But for board games, there's something for me, like a board game or a puzzle game, for me to spend time on it, these have to be games that are stable. I want to, if shogi was changing every year such that things I learned would become irrelevant in the next year, I wouldn't play shogi. The pie chart you linked is also only players up to a certain rank and up. Okay, so it captures maybe 30% of the total. Okay, so the lower base, the lower level players are not captured here. But you could probably extrapolate out. Would you say that it's more likely that lower level players would have higher percentage of the pie? I wonder. Can't be solved. No one wants to watch a Berlin draw. Well, is that true? I think for the most part. But you don't have to play a Berlin draw, right? So the thing you say a broken pH, that it would be stable over long periods, but maybe in the short term it's variable. You like that idea, and maybe you'll try to make it just for funsies. But that's also the thing, is that for me, I am not to use the website name Board Game Geek. I am not a board game geek. If there were not thousands of players playing shogi, I would not play it. No matter how good a game is, if I cannot play this game for the rest of my life, I would not play it. If for a large portion of my time as a shogi player, if the shogi club that I went to regularly would have shut down, I probably would have stopped playing shogi. Even though I like it more than other games, I probably would have stopped, because to me that is a major. being able to play people that you like and being able to find games is a huge thing. So, like, again, to make the analogy to fighting games, like, I would not play a Discord server. I'm not going to play a Discord fighter where you have to go on a Discord and try to arrange games. Like, that is not what I would not play that genre. If I had to arrange games with people, with this few number of people, I would not do it. So the same thing holds for Shogi. If I could not get a game on Shogi Wars easily, I would not be playing Shogi. But, you know, I realize that there are plenty of people out there who seem to really love making new games and making variations and then playing like in little niches of groups. It's just, that's just not me, though. You know, as you get older, you get more and more, it becomes more and more clear what kind of person you are, what you like, what you don't like. And so, like, you know, when I'm thinking about the next few decades of my life, I want to be playing something that I can progress in, and that isn't sort of a changing, like a bed of sand underneath my feet. All right. What's going on in Lee Shogi? I don't want to go back to Shogi Wars. Danny boy, you're the same way. You need at least some competitive and tournament scene that is robust and isn't going to die, no matter how much I like the game. Yep. Yeah. I think for me, quite honestly, Shogi is just at the very bare minimum of that. You know, I think Shogi is danger close to having too few players. You know, too small a community. Too few books, too few materials. I think Shogi is very, very danger close to that. Joriar was making some kind of guide in English. Interesting. And we've got a guide. We've got the Killer Duckies guide I like a lot. Like, of getting started. You know, the thing is, I think we have guides. We've got beginner videos. I think we could always use different beginner videos from different people. But, like, we have those. You know, what we don't have so much are people to watch. We don't have events to watch. We don't necessarily have many events to participate in. We don't have software that is... We don't have software outside of Lee Shogi that is sort of appropriate for 2026 AD. But anyway, I've got to go to the restroom, and I will be right back. All right. Back. Back. Should I play some 3-minute games on Shogi Wars? Should I play 3-minute? I haven't played 3-minute games on stream in so long. I think my head is mostly fried at this point. So I don't know if I can do anything but this. Let me close this. And yeah, let's try some 3-minute games. Just to clear out some of these season passes. I don't know what level I'm at in 3 minutes. It's like 1Q, low single digits.
あなたが後手です。
They've beaten me before once. They've got 7 million games played. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Yeah, I think I'm already. I think it's already brought out the worst in me, Foradun. I think it's already out. It's already out of me. Guy went straight into Coward Castle. I think I'm already.
カニ囲い、
What is this?
ガンギ囲い、
Gangi Gakoi. I don't like that. I'm not sure what to do. I sort of have no idea what to do with Gangi against this kind of thing. But he's in Yagura right now.
2分30秒。
I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, that's silly. It's silly. I wanted to take, but I gotta get over. Let's Bishop. Okay, let's come up here. Come up here, he comes up, I take. Where's he going? Wow.
割り打ちの銀。
Big one. Up on the clock. I'm up on the board.
2分。 That's not a good move. Okay, let's we can't
1分30秒
interesting. Wow. Wow.
1分 おめでとうございます。
Arigatou
Win. Current streak is 2 wins.
Hey. I don't know about these 3-minute games. I don't know about these 3-minute games. Broken Beach, why did I place the knight there? To stop advances? It was to threaten the gold and try to position that gold. I was hoping to get that gold out of position so that I could take the silver. But like, you know, I'm not seeing when I'm making these moves in a 3-minute game, I'm not really even seeing the whole board. I'm seeing such a like the fog of war is really large for me. I think I probably should have just dropped the pawn here. Yeah, I'm a Gangi player. You know, I'll play Gangi. 3-minute games. So this was Gangi. It was Kanigakoi. It was Gangi. It was Bogin. It was this was a badge factory. This was a badge factory. You know, because I won't play Urashino Ryu or Torizashi in my 3-minute games because I'll just trash my rating. My tactics and opening rating. Ibisha Master. True. This is what did the opponent play though? I think the problem was that the opponent got too far down on time. He wasn't sure what to do. Yeah, he spent 30 minutes on this move. Or 30 seconds on this move. Literally 30 seconds on this move. And that's just it's too much. It's too much. So this was the resignable point, but is there something I could have done here that was better than this? So is this better? Up a rook with no threat, just take pieces. So that's sort of what I did. That's what I did. So I took the lance. He got back that knight. And now I played a little bit too flaily. Is there something here? Is there something better here? Pawn or lance? Lance just gives a lance and a knight for a silver. Do you think pawn 5-5? So if I draw pawn 5-5, oops. He takes. I take. He takes. I take. Do I Tataki? Do I drop a lance back here just in defense? Lance drops 6-5, but he's got a pawn, right? He's got a pawn. So like here, you're saying wait, actually. If I push this, he takes. I take, he takes. If I drop a lance here before he takes. Before he takes with the pawn. Oh! We're just gonna give up. Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? Yeah, this seems good. Benjamin Shuat, you say if any takes, you just lance drop. Just lance drop where? On 6-5. So if we do this, if he takes, we immediately drop the lance. We immediately drop the lance. Yeah, I see. I see. He's going to drop the knight. And now we're safe. This looks kind of good. Okay. I didn't track that win.
Win. Current streak is 3 wins.
Oh, yes, I did track. I guess I did track that win. I must have tracked that win because I don't think I have 3 wins. Okay, so let me undo that. Let me undo that. Oh wait, gold pawn pie 5 or a gold takes. Oh, lance drop 5-1. Wait, so let's look at that again. Lance drop 5. You want lance drop 5-1. That doesn't seem good, right? Wait, how is... I understand the 6-5 lance I like. This doesn't seem to do anything. Anyway. I like the 7-5. All right. Oh gosh, look at, so yeah, I'm at 5.4% of my 3 minutes. Wow. All right, so have I helped the Gaijin Dan? Is there anything going on? Wait, oh, there's nothing going on in the Gaijin Dan. My head is starting to really bother me. Wait, we have 2 users waiting for approval. I don't know who this is. Who is learning Shogi? Who's learning Shogi? You have a headache. Yeah, you have the flu. I don't think I have a flu, but I have a headache. No, okay, so it doesn't. This player doesn't seem to play that much. Who is this? This must be a viewer, right? I'm trying to remember who this is. I think this rings a bell. This definitely rings a bell now. It's coming back to me. But I don't think... I'm going to guess that this isn't a premium Shogi Wars member. Because it doesn't seem there's enough per month. Enough games played. Let's look at the monthly record. Oh, no, maybe not. No, I don't think... Yeah, that wouldn't be enough. That wouldn't be enough. Maybe it's Go that gave you a headache. Who is learning Shogi? Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely have a headache. Let's go to 81 or let's go to Lee Shogi. Let's see what's going on in Lee Shogi. Let's try to get a... What is this? 2+2 with 12-second Byoyomi. We gotta play this time control. We've gotta play this time control. This is 2+2 with 12-second Byoyomi. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So this is a combination of Byoyomi and Fisher. What is this opening here? Oh boy, that's a weird one. I don't think that's not going to be good, right? I take. He blocks. $203. 12-second Byoyomi, but 2-second Fisher. Wow. Drop the pawn? I'll just drop a silver. Wow. Drop a gold here. Should I just drop a pawn? I should have been a gold. It should have been a gold because now he can get his bishop back. I could drop a silver, I guess. Drop a horse. Oh, I should have just forked. I should have. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. $30 seconds. I should have forked. Arigatou gozaimashita. All right. So here, what should I have done? What should I have done? Yeah, the fork. Okay, so the fork was good. Or the bishop or this. I was looking too much to mate. I should have just done that. My move was not the end of the world. It's fine. It's about this. Okay, so it's about the same. It's about the same. And then 6-1 silver is the mate. Okay. Is there anything else? Was there anything? That time control is strange. Definitely strange. It's strange, but oddly reassuring. So you go into Byoyomi, but you still add 2 seconds to each of your clock every move. Is it the best of both worlds? I can't tell. Is that a bad time control or a genius time control? Okay, so it doesn't like this. It doesn't like. Yeah, the engine does like it. Not as much though. Not as much. So what's the idea here? I take, and then king runs. Engine likes 6-1 more. Okay, so we do this. It looks like this is a good move, but then still, what if the silver here? I'd have to go back. All right, so let's say we come back. Say he does this. Wow. Yeah, well, that's obvious, but is there anything else like that doesn't do it. It's just take. Okay. Why 12? Yeah, it's very so on Lee Shogi you get the strangest time controls offered. This was not just 12-second Byoyomi. Keep in mind, this was 2-minute main time with 2-second Fisher increment and 12-second Byoyomi. So it was one of the weirdest that I've played. Actually, I wanted to see what did I make any mistakes? Okay, no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. 69 average cent upon loss. Nice, nice. Let me just. I'll bring this. So there we are. Nice. Oh, it's not showing. Is it showing? No, it's yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It does feel freeing. I kind of like it. So Byoyomi is good. Fisher increment is good. It's two great tastes that taste great together. I wonder how that would play out in terms of wall clock time. That feels effectively to me like much more time than a 10-minute game. Yeah, I agree with that, Mako. I mean, I love Fisher increment. You know, I'd rather use increment Fisher than anything, but what? How would a 2-minute, so let's say 2 minutes, 2-second increment, you average, let's say someone, the openings I play in my games, let's say I average, this is probably actually high, but this is lower than most people, but let's say average 50 moves per player. So 50 moves would be 100 seconds added. So that would be 3 minutes and 40 seconds of wall clock plus Fisher. And how many of those moves would I be playing in Byoyomi though? Yeah, I don't know, but it feels fine. That feels good. Like 2 minutes with 2-second Byoyomi, and then maybe like 10 second, or 2 minutes with 10-second Byoyomi and 2-second increment. I think that'd be pretty good. Be interesting. Anyway, it would be interesting. I like the creativity that enables. All right. So anyway, I think that's going to be it. My head is starting to throb, and my roof of my mouth is starting to get sort of not raw, but just kind of like it feels like I'm starting to get a sore throat coming out. It's like that precursor to a sore throat. So I'm going to close it up here, not take any risks, make sure that I'm in top form for Thursday's big event, and then just hopefully the rest of this week's streams come along well. So on that note, thank you everybody. It started rough with some bad shogi. It started rough with some disappointment at Shogi Wars, but it caught up and ended up fun. So thank you everybody. I will see you soon. Enjoy your shogi. Take care. See you tomorrow. For those of you who have said that you're feeling sick today or you've got flu, hope you're feeling better. Rest, relax, enjoy just something. I don't know. Watch some Urashino Ryu channel videos or Sabotendi, or watch some Chos videos, and take care. Thanks everybody. Again, bye.